This is a 6-minute satirical irony narrated by the famous Indian comedian Veer Das. He uses juxtaposition in his narration where he very ironically compares the two sides of India. He uses the same theme in each of his sentences yet compares them in a total different light. He distinguishes the way things are done in India in terms of politically, socially, and economically, which reflects double standards. He points out how people argue over Bollywood on Twitter yet sit in the same theater to watch that movie together.
I come from an India where we claim to be divided over Bollywood on Twitter and yet are united by Bollywood in the darkness of a theater.
He mixes comedy with the severity of the issues discussed so that no one takes those things literally but understands the dark humor inside it. He subtly points out the inappropriate policies issued by the government which ruins the livelihood of many farmers, and ironically, one-third of our economy runs from agriculture.
I come from an India where we take pride in being vegetarians and yet run over the farmers who grow our vegetables.
He mocks on how we fight over Indian cricket matches between India and Pakistan, yet are all the same people under one roof. He points out the way young leaders are still following ideas which are over 100 years old. Women are still hidden under the same system of patriarchy, and no matter how hard they try, their efforts would still be under the shadows of dominant yet intellectually challenged men. He balances the good and bad side of the country and leaves it upon the audience to decide which side they resonate with the most. Indeed, he uses some words and phrases which are controversial, but in all true honesty, he voiced his opinion about the India he wanted to live in. All in all, this video reflected the sociological and cultural parameters of India.
I come from an India that self-preserves. I come from an India that will not shut up, and yet I come from an India that will not speak up.
It compared the two sides of the same coin yet brought out a significant meaning which was draped in a blanket of comedy.
I come from an India that is going to watch this and say, this isn't stand-up comedy. Where is the goddamn joke? And yet I come from an India that will watch this and know that there is a gigantic joke. It just isn't funny.
He reflected his ideologies and spoke up for what he believed was the truth of the two different Indias.
As I stand here before you, I'm reminded that I represent a great people. Great people who built a great thing that is turning into a memory. And I know that you believe in that India like I believe in that India because I see it in your eyes and you are in this room tonight. So before I leave your country, I will leave this stage and I will put the camera on you and you make some noise for the India you want to live in, because I promise you that this is the Kennedy Center, but tonight this is our fucking house. So make some noise for India.